Good morning. So today I have a 12-hour shift, so I thought I would log on and bring you a card nice and early. We have been gifted 2 today, so if you'd like to go and get a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, glass of juice, glass of water, come back, ground, open and receive. We'll see what messages come through for today. So we're continuing to use the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Webber. It is a favourite of mine because I find the artwork is actually exquisite, and it's been published by Hay House for any of those that want to purchase it. Excuse me. So we have 2 cards today. The first one that stepped forward is number 19, and Death and Rebirth. Darkness into light. So it's a very powerful message, this one. And Spirit is just saying to you, wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, you can always find some light. When something is coming to a close, be it a situation, a job, an experience, a relationship, a life, it can throw up an awful lot of stress, anxiety, worry, and fear. The death of something, whether it is organic or inorganic, is a natural process of evolution. When something passes, it allows us the opportunity to pause, to reflect, to assimilate and understand, and then the space to release and surrender, and then allows the rebirth by the bringing in of more light because you have shed the burden you are carrying. So the more you hang on to something, the more that you focus on the potential loss of it, the more you think about, I can't manage without it. Why is this happening to me? Why is this unfolding when I need it? The fact is, you don't need anything because all that you need is inside your holy vessel. But death is a stage of progression. It is a part of moving forward. It is a part of expanding and allowing the natural cycle of life, of events to unfold. Sorry, I've got a real frog in my throat this morning. I haven't even had a coffee yet, so maybe that's why. But the more we hold on to something that we don't want to let go of, is the more resistance that we attract. When we attract resistance, it blocks us in certain ways. Death of certain situations can be very fundamental and pivotal in our ascension to other things. It brings into focus that which isn't always working, that which we may have strayed against, and that which isn't always in our highest good. Although we become comfortable and accepting of that situation, sometimes Spirit shakes things up to say, hey, there's better on the horizon, let this go. When it becomes a physical death, it's a little bit more complicated because we have emotions and we have the loss of the physical vessel. The soul is always eternal, never ending, always there, always available. It's just on a higher vibration that we cannot see with our physical eyes. There are times that we can feel that spirit. We can feel the sense of love and touch. We can sometimes smell a smell specific to a person. And these are just aspects of them letting you know that things are all okay. So death, from a human perspective, can be very painful. And it's painful because you love that essence, that person, that spirit so deeply. But we have to realise that it comes to a natural end, and it is ending for various different reasons. You have to love the soul, because the soul is eternal. Yes, we can love the vessel, and we can touch, and we can hug, and we can share things with the vessel. And that is what we mourn, is the loss of that perceived connection. But when we move from death into life, because we are always life, then we are just here on a different plane that at the moment we cannot visualize, but it will come. So as we accept a death, as we assimilate and allow our emotions to overflow, because you can't suppress your emotions, you need to allow yourself to express your emotions, be it pain, anger, hurt, resentment. You need to be able to express them. And often if you go out into nature and you just center and ground yourself, you can stand on the top of a mountain, you can stand on top of a hill if you're not anywhere in somewhere that's got big mountains, and just allow your voice to be heard. Express and allow all that emotion to come out. To grieve is an honour because you have loved somebody. Someone's soul has touched your soul so deeply. But that soul is always still here, and it still touches us daily, but we don't have the same connection because we can't see it or feel it, but just know that that soul is always with you. So speak to it, still love it, carry that tenderness in your heart, and you will feel in time comfort, because the love is always there, and that never goes. So when we move from death into rebirth, we have done our cleansing. We have let go of the pain, the anger, the sorrow. We are moving through the stages of grief. And it could be grief, as I said, from a person or a situation. But we begin to recognise that there is something beyond our current state, something beyond what we are experiencing. And we begin to look for something different. We begin to search for something that is going to fulfill us in different ways. So when all that energy is dissipated, we then become an open vessel. With the opening of the vessel, we allow the light to come back. We allow our own light to grow and to shine. We accept messages or experiences again from the universe. We become that burning flame that we were. So when we go from darkness into light, from sorrow to joy, from heartache to happiness, it doesn't happen overnight, we know that, but it is a process, and it is a human process, because spiritually there is no end, there is no seam, there is no beginning, there is no death. It is just eternal. And from a human perspective, that can sometimes be difficult to understand. But the more light you carry, the greater joy you will feel, the more happiness, the gratitude that you have for the journey, for the experience, for meeting and loving that person or enjoying that situation. The more you express it, the more you vibrate on a higher level, the more of that you will call into you. So, yes, we can be traumatized. But once we've actually done the work and we've understood the situation, we've released everything that needs to be released, we open up to the beauty of what is, the beauty of what you're calling in, and again you begin to grow. Now it may be that you grow in a slightly different way because your focus has changed. It may be that you completely change your life because that's the way you've been led. But whatever is happening at the time it happens is to assist you. And I know that can be a really difficult thing to understand. But everything is planned to get you where you need to be, to ensure that you fulfill what you're here to deliver. So yes, death and rebirth go hand in hand. They are two sides of a different coin, the light and the dark, but they are merged as one because they are never apart. Both darkness and light reside within us. We just have to find the balance. And when things are out of kilter, are out of balance, then that's when we feel insecure. And it's a time to maybe do some inner work and look at why is that so prominent in my life at the moment. What is it triggering in me? How is it making me feel? And what do I need to do to address it and move forward, to balance my own energy, to balance my own thoughts, to silence the ego, to silence the fear, to silence the pain, and to welcome the light. So you are just asked to reflect if something in your life is causing you some distress. Look at it and really observe what it is trying to teach you. Where is it leading you? By doing something, what will it give you? Not materialistic things, but on a spiritual basis, on a soul basis. What are you gleaning from this situation? So that is our card for today. The second one was number 7, which is Divine Feminine, Magnetic Receptive Power. So this is us when we're standing in the light. standing in the essence of the majesty that we are, because we are creators. We are co-creators with the universe, with Christ, with Source, whatever you want to call it, with God. They are all the same vibration. We are part of that vibration. That vibration is within our DNA, because we are all a family of one unity, one light, one vibration, one source, just having different experiences. So when you stand in the power of your divine feminine, you are magneted. You are so attractable by your energy. It brings people to you. They want to listen to what you have to say. They want to bask in your assuredness, in the energy that you're just oozing, because it is like a magnet. You are energetically on fire, and everything that you do, you say, is done with purpose, is done with love, is to harness what is needed. You are a receptacle. You receive the light from the universe. You know how to mold it and to use it. You know how to enlighten others with it. You know how it flows through you, it ignites you, and you can then let it ignite others. This is a very divine power, to stand in the truth of who you are, to not be afraid to speak your truth. Just to be able to have that ability, that assuredness, that knowingness that you are all of these things and more. But we feel put down sometimes. We feel that life is being unfair, that life is hard, but it's how we perceive it, it's how we look at it, it's how we have been indoctrinated. Life is a game, it's a journey, it's a beautiful expression, and the more you expand into the wonders of what is coming, the joy of what is here, recognizing that it is of your making. It is by your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions that you are surrounded by what is here for you. So do you need to shift? Do you need to release and surrender something? Do you need to change your focus? To be grateful, to be thankful, to find the joy in what is already in your existence, to find the happiness, to go out and look and seek that which you are wanting. You have to express, you have to give thanks, you have to call it in by the vibration that you're emitting, by the words and the actions that you're saying. Then you can stand in your own divinity, and that divine feminine will glow. You will attract what you're wanting. It has got to come to you because you are calling it. It's a bit like a siren. You sing a song to the universe. Your song is a vibrational message. Your message has a vibrational resonance, and that resonance will come back to you. So those are the two messages I have for you today, from my heart to your heart, on this promising day. Although I be working, so I won't see much of it. But whatever you're doing, wherever you are, may you find peace. May you find joy. May you be flooded with happiness. May you find ways to create what you want in your life. it doesn't happen overnight, it's a process. But day by day, hour by hour, it can change. Every day is a new day. Mark the sand, step over the line, and today is a fresh opportunity to do something that brings that joy into you. So I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whenever this message finds you, there's something here for you, be it consciously or subconsciously. Your higher self will take it, assimilate, store it, or use it later. So, namaste.